In this tutorial, I'm simply going to show how to import a DTS shape so that you can use it for a reference to build a house or other interior object around, so you make sure that you get your doorways large enough for the model to fit through. So what you do is you click on File, Import Reference Shape, and then you go and you find your DTS model, which for me is going to be the Atom player, and I open, and here you can see there's our Atom human. Atom is just a purchased standard model that you can purchase online. So now we have our shape, and you can then create your model around it by adding shapes around it. So I can build a floor, and we'll build a floor like this maybe. Well, that's a pretty large floor, so we want to just select the top of it and shrink it down. And now it's going too far down. It's inverted. There we go. So now we have a floor. So that floor is about up to his knees. I can select it again. I can put it down below the surface level. So now our floor is actually under the ground. And I can build some walls. I want our walls to be about that big. So there's one. Look at that. It's just a little tiny ledge at the bottom. Isn't that funny? So I'll take the face, and I just want that face. And now then I want to make sure my wall is taller than my player. I want a little bit of a ceiling there, so I pull it up over his head. I might want it a little taller than that. If I want a high ceiling, we'll do that. I probably want it right about there. It's 3/4 the length of that. Right there. So there's my wall. Now I can see where that is. And I might want to select that whole wall and just have a copy of that exact same wall at the back of the house. So I do Edit and Copy, Edit and Paste. I'm going to move this over here so I can see the back of the wall. And I'm going to move it just like that. So now I can see that. Now I have two walls. I have a front and where the player is, and the back over here. So then I want to build another wall. I might just paste that again and then rotate it. I click Alt, and you'll see the arrow changes from an arrow to a kind of a disc, and I can turn it like that, and that's making it grow larger. I don't actually want to do that. What I want to do is it's not doing what I want it to do. Maybe I need to press Control. Yes, there we go. There's the spinny disc. That's what I want it to do. I want to spin it on the Z-axis. I want to look right here in this window so that it's straight. Now then I lift up on the control. And yeah, here we go. It's going to be easier from this window. Move it back. Now here's where I can do Alt and shrink it down to the size I want it to be. It makes it fit exactly. And then I can do Copy and Paste and move it down here so I have the other wall. And now I have a 4 wall, very simple house. I can copy the floor, edit, copy, and paste, and I can make that the roof. If I don't like how tall the thickness of that roof is, I can select the faces, top, shrink that down so that it's not very thick. Doesn't have to be real thick. And make it like that. Now you're probably wondering, this guy, he can't get in his house now, so how do we make a door? Well, we're just going to do the CS subtract. What we're going to do is we're going to build a door that fits right around him, right like this. So I know he's about that big. I want it a little bit wider than he is. So I'm going to build it about that wide. There we go. Undo faces. I just want the top face there. Just the top of that. So I can make it tall enough. Gonna raise that up. It's not working again. Raise it up right like this. Right over his head. Now then that's right around his head. And I go to modify and CSG subtract is this first one here. Click that. Oh, this tool only works in brushes mode. Gotta remember to click brush. Select the one that we want. So we want to make sure we're subtracting this here. So now we do CSG subtract. And we move this out of the way. Select it again, move it out of the way. And that's our portal. Now if I actually want to make it a portal, right now it's just a door. You can see the hole. It's the doorway there. I can actually make this a portal. I'm going to make it fit in there just a little bit better, so it's not sticking out so far. So it does like that, and I'm going to go back to brushes, so it's selecting that brush, and I click on portal here, and now we have a portaled doorway for our little house. That's a very simple method of making a very, very simple house. You can use this method to make all other types of objects. So we save it, and I'm just going to call it Simple House in a new folder. Simple House A. Save. All done.